are really to sell everything. And the fact is, the valuation consisted in 4,000 objects.
17,000, c'est sur le net à 17 000 euros.
That is all about passion when we see the loyalty.
35 000 euros à 35,000. Dernière chance à 35 000 euros.
Karl Lagerfeld, as you know, had an encyclopedical eye. He was also hoarding many items.
Hundreds of items from this brand, Iličenky. Hundreds and hundreds of ties, of colors, of shirts. I mean, it's massive.
And all his life, he bought series of things, series of iPods, series of iPads, series of cell phones, and this is him.
Karl Lagerfeld's style was characterized by immutable rules. He was really following each day his daily routine rules. So he wanted always to choose specific brands, Saint Laurent, Margiela, Comme des Garçons. So the thing is, we wanted to group, and it's all about the same style. I mean, we can definitely say, okay, this is Karl's style, and it's really like super straight, beautiful shoulder. Also some of dark colors, but not all. As you can see, the panoply, some are really like modern, with new colors, new style and patterns, but the idea is really, we can definitely sense and feel Karl's universe. There's also Dior. Dior is a massive and key brand for Karl. So all the jackets were branded Dior that you can see here. I love the word always, so this is really something like that. Immutable rules, so always Dior jeans, always Massaro boots. This is really his style, like we can say grammar, always following the same. So his loyalty definitely spans over decades. Was really obsessed with this brand.
We wanted to bring something new, and we decided to create a small journey and a day in Karl Lagerfeld working life. So we started by his awakening, and what does he do is starting to draw. It's one of my favorite objects, is one of these satirical sketch he was doing, because Karl was, as you know, wanted to be a press cartoonist at the beginning of his career, and so I was very pleased to discover in the portfolio these 10 caricatures. We have decided to sell part of them. So this Tiffany Cooper image is very strong, it's very much Karl, and he liked it very much. So in the first session we sold one more than 200,000 euros, and we'll see how this one will perform. Then he was starting to dress, and he has a huge wardrobe. So we illustrate the wardrobe after the first quarter of the sale.
I do believe he loved every day drawing and starting to say, okay, this is what I will look today.
Here another aspect of him as a witness of his time. We are in 2012. Angela Merkel has been German Chancellor since 2005. She's at the peak of her power, and François Hollande, the newly elected French president, is depicting in Octavian, which is to some extent flattering, because Octavian is very young in the opera of Richard Strauss, but he's offering a rose to the German Chancellor.
This is a total look. So, of course, you will see the white color from Ildichenki. Ildichenki here. You have, of course, you know now the process is always Dior. Always Dior, I would say always. And you have also the mittens. Here, beautiful mittens to match with. And of course, a tie. And it's Chanel. You know, Chanel ties are very rare because Chanel are not, most of the time it's only for women. So this is for definitely men. That's why this outfit is really surprisingly Karl and totally Karl. So Karl was really obsessed with Ildichenki, and we are delighted to offer group lots of boxes full of, as you can see, colors. Many, many colors. Really lovely. And the shirt were matching, and you can find also the ties matching with the same pattern. So this is something so special. I really love all the Dior jeans in this cell because you have this imprint, this passage of Karl, and I love this idea, the fact that it was just switching and changing the way people were just wearing jeans by just cutting that. So I love the fact it's kind of secret we discover.
He was obsessed by techniques. Karl Lagerfeld always considered himself as a craftsman. He was always saying, I remember a quote from him in a book, "Valentino and I are craftsmen." He was always interested in how these things were made.
So the idea is really to follow Karl's daily routine, like we were, trying to also find how we could just every day set up his style. He loved traveling, we know, and he loved specific place. So that's why we call some Café de Flore, Monaco La Vigie, because he used to have a house called La Vigie. So the idea was to pay tribute to his life, his style, and also always following who he was.
But Choupette was a gift from one of his close friends, and he became literally involved with Choupette. And so, but he managed to avoid things we would sometimes develop with pets. He always remained with a certain level of relationship with his cat, and that was really interesting because he managed to create a story about Choupette. I think Karl was also a genius in marketing. The main one, maybe the most impressive one, is this coffin, a black velvet coffin with his name, and named Choupette. You know, we discovered since the first session that at each time we have Choupette appearing on an object, it really brings value. So people get mad about these objects, and they really want to buy them. Personally, I'm very fond of these figurines, Tokidoki, by an Italian artist called Simone Legno. And these Tokidoki are not produced anymore, but we can see that Karl had variations. There are different types of these Tokidokis, and this is what makes them very special. But they are still emblematic of his last look. Everywhere you travel, whether it's in Greece, in Japan, in China, you will see these little Tokidoki figurines everywhere. And maybe last plot I like is this poster of Star Wars. And here, instead of "May the Force be with you," it's "May the style be with you." He liked to be witty, and I'm sure he commissioned specifically himself this poster. So he's depicting here at the Emperor, and you have "May the style be with you." I think it's a nice testimony of his life.
You will find two kind of collectors. You will have the one who will definitely try and avoid to touch the pieces, like memorabilia thing. And you have the other side of collectors. I do believe they will wear it because they will try to have this vibration. They will have to, definitely, they will try to feel the car's energy in there.
There was always huge stationaries in his office, thousands of stylo, thousands of chalk. You know, this case is illustrating. He was specifically commissioned for him, and there is also a label saying "personal example of Karl Lagerfeld." So this is, to me, fascinating because it's really a strong part of his character. Karl was a nice guy, interested in people, but he spent masses of energy and time to hide it.
Yeah.
He wanted to be the Kaiser. He was a real boss in the fashion world, in the fashion industry, but he was more interested and more empathic, I would say, with people than people usually think. If we talk about something, he would be very quick-minded, moving from one subject to another. He was very courteous. We exchanged. He was drinking Coca Light. I was drinking orange juice. Always with someone bringing us new glasses, and we were moving in the house. And that was a very nice, personal way of exchanging with someone so, you know, so massive, so important in his industry.
So we were on site at our storage. We opened all the boxes with the jackets and the skirts, the ties, the colors. And sometimes you are overwhelmed. And then, à la manière d'une maison, we've started to put together on a table all the pieces that could definitely be Karl. I mean, when you feel this energy, and it was something that I really loved when I was putting together all this spin, is the fact that most of the pieces were never touched because he has a quantity. Like some, I think he never wanted, but I mean, he loved aesthetics, so he had this.
Just said it's not completely the final chapter, even if it's the 5th episode, because we still have objects to sell. And because it's an estate, we are supposed to process all the items from the estate valuation. Yeah. This is the specificity of those sales.